Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing the brand new fall makeup collection by Chanel, and I checked right before I sat down to film and it is not even posted online yet. If you live near any of the beauty boutiques or any Chanel boutique that also sells beauty, that's who has it so far. I feel like I manifested this bag in my last video because I was getting ready using some of my favorite old Chanel products, and I mentioned that I was ready for the fall drop. Sure enough, earlier today I was dropping Jazzy off at the salon to get her hair done, and I received a text message from my friends at the boutique in Brickell City Center saying, "It's here, come on by." So if you are local to South Florida, the Brickell City Center boutique has the collection, and they are so amazing. Every time I go in, everybody is so warm, it's clean, inviting. Everybody is so knowledgeable about the brand if you have any questions. It's always a wonderful shopping experience. Now, I'm biased because I've known some of them for years, and that is my Chanel family, so I have to shout them out. They're wonderful. If you're ever in Miami, you have to visit the boutique in Brickell City Center. So let me show you what I picked up because I didn't purchase everything. Wouldn't that have been nice? Let me undo my little ribbon. I'm guilty. I usually shop online because I get free overnight shipping with the code in the bag, all caps. But one of the perks of shopping in person instead of online is they can throw in extra samples and little goodies for you. So they put this little makeup bag in here, and it has this really soft headband. I freaked out when I opened this. And it also has these little Chanel hair clips. These will come in handy later when I'm doing my makeup. Such a cute little gift. The only thing they didn't have, or at least I didn't see, was the Rosy Balm Essential Stick. And I probably would have purchased it. I'm kind of glad they didn't have it because I've barely touched my bronze stick from Summer of Glow. So I'm gonna hold off for now on the Balm Essential, but I've seen photos and it looks really pretty. So I picked up both of the new eyeshadow palettes. Candor A Provocation, Candor A Seduction, and then they are re-promoting Candor A Experience. That's the original palette. The eyeliners surprised me. I knew I had to have both. I've seen so many photos of the lipsticks and the eyeshadow palettes that I wasn't even really thinking about eyeliners. In store, I saw these and I'm already thinking about going back and picking up a backup because they are both incredibly beautiful. So I have 955 Romance and 959 Psyche. Both of those are really interesting. And then I picked up two lipsticks. There are two new nail polishes, 6 lipsticks total, but one of them is a re-promote. It's 402 Adrian, which is one of my favorite nudes from Chanel. So it makes sense that they would promote it. It's the perfect nude, truly. So I already have that one. I skipped out on the deeper brownie nudes. They're very pretty. On the right person, it's going to be beautiful. I just know myself and I would purchase it because it's different from anything else I have. But the reason it's different from everything else I have is because I don't wear those colors. So I would end up not touching them. In order to avoid that, I picked up 2 shades that I know I will wear. So this is the Rouge Coco Flash 132. This surprised me. I never really get that excited about the Rouge Coco Flash lipsticks, and I love them. They're beautiful, but every time they launch new shades, I always kind of think, meh, okay, I'll go ahead and skip it. Well, I saw this in store, fell in love, knew it would be a color that I would wear. This lipstick surprised me as well. It's the Rouge Allure Ink Fusion in the shade 836. Now, I love the Rouge Allure inks. Whenever they come out with new shades, I'm always interested. I want to check them out. But I think I had an idea in my mind of what items I was going to purchase, but when I got to the store and I saw everything laid out, I completely changed my mind. So hopefully it wasn't just on impulse and I won't regret it later, but it's still the end of July, so I will have plenty of time to pick up other items from the collection. It's early. I'm going to begin by unboxing these eyeshadow palettes. I know these are the stars of the show this time around. I've heard so much buzz. Everybody's talking about the eyeshadow palettes. Which one are you going to get? Unfortunately, I don't feel like I have that much inside information for you guys. Usually I like to wait and read up on the collection inspiration from the education modules provided by Chanel. Well, they haven't posted in a while. I know Lucia Pica really loves the color red. I'm assuming because of the re-promote of Candor A Experience, which was her first palette for Chanel, that this is sort of a reimagination, a reinterpretation of that collection, almost an expansion of sorts, because all 3 palettes sort of look similar. They have similar tones. So this first palette, when you take it out of the box, they all come with this little card. Look 1, look 2. Just to give you a basic idea of what you can do with the eyeshadows. It comes in the velvet slipcover, which is great to hold on to for travel. Inside you have the plastic protector and 2 little sponge applicators. And this is 362 Candor A Provocation. It is beautiful. I couldn't decide between the two, so I knew I had to get them both. I love this palette. So this one has the matte brown, and it looks like the other 3 eyeshadows are all slightly luminous. I wouldn't call them metallic, but they do have a little bit of a sheen. No sparkle, no glitter. Very soft, but then the brown is completely matte, and they feel so soft and buttery. I think these might be some of the creamiest eyeshadows I've ever felt from Chanel. If you've ever doubted Chanel eyeshadow, this collection might be for you. It is worth revisiting. These colors are incredible. Next we have 364 Candor A Seduction. This is the second new palette. I really like the fact that they include these cards. They didn't always do that. In fact, it used to be a little pamphlet, which I think most people just threw in the trash, I'm sure. So this palette is very deep and rich. You get one really pretty, kind of sparkly metallic shade up in the corner, and then the other 3 eyeshadows are matte. It has some similar tones to the 362 palette, but they're not quite the same. Back when photos first started emerging of these palettes, I mentioned them in a Will I Buy It style video, and I said that they looked so similar. You look at the palettes, I'm looking at them both now in person, and you know they're different, but they're just so close. I really don't think you would need to buy both, unless you wanted to, of course. I wanted to pick up both so I would have them to show you guys. That's really why I swatched them side by side so you can see them next to each other. I even wanted to compare these 2 berry shadows to see how similar they were. And the 2 light shadows. They're different, but they're close enough. I guess if you really like deeper, rich tones, if you prefer berries and you don't mind that you don't have a brown eyeshadow, maybe go with this palette, 364. And then if you like having a medium intensity brown and you prefer the softer, more mauve-y toned berries, this would be the perfect palette for you. This is 362 Candor A Provocation. Before I finish my makeup look for the day, I want to go ahead and unbox everything else. So these are the eyeliners. This is 955 Romance. It's so pretty. This is my favorite. I think I'm going to go back and pick up a second shade. It's just so beautiful. This is the most unique eyeliner shade I've ever seen from any brand. Even more unique than that first red eyeliner that they launched with Lucia Pica's first collection. And now it is easier to find red eyeliners from other brands. It might not be the same shade, but it's something similar. Even if it's just limited edition, it's a lot more popular now. But this Romance is so peculiar. I love it. I cannot wait to see what this looks like on. And then I also picked up 959 Psyche. Also very pretty. I wish this shade was available online so I could read the description because it's sort of warm, kind of a reddish brown, but maybe a bit of a burgundy brown, berry brown. Very beautiful. The perfect alternative to black. Last I have the 2 lipsticks, so let's start with 132 Flushed. This is the Rouge Coco Flash. When I tell you this shade just shocked me in store, it blew me away with how beautiful it is. It's kind of this light peachy pink. There's a hint of a gold sheen. It is very soft. It's a very wearable color. I think this is so beautiful. One of the most wearable pieces in this entire collection. This is a lipstick that will go with everything and be very flattering. And then I did not intend to purchase a red lipstick. I thought I was going to pick up one of the darker nudes. But when I saw this Rouge Allure Infusion 836, I don't know what it is about this red, but I think it is one of the most beautiful reds. It's kind of a deep strawberry, kind of a bluer undertone. And then I'll go ahead and show you guys Adrian 402. This has been one of my favorite nudes for such a long time. When I started at the Chanel counter years ago, I would put this shade on everybody. We would sell out like hotcakes. So you've probably seen it here a million times. You've probably heard me rant and rave about it forever. But it is a very beautiful, softer nude. The other nudes in the collection were just a little bit too deep. And then there was a deeper berry red color that is gorgeous, but I just can't do it. Not in July. Not yet. I'm not there yet mentally. We talked about the balm. The only other thing they had were a couple nail polishes that looked really pretty. I skipped because look what arrived today. I went ahead and placed an order a couple days ago on the Gucci website for one of the Gucci nail polishes. I have so many Chanel nail polishes. I wanted to do something different. I might as well unbox this for you guys. This is Gucci shade 212 Annabelle Rose. It kind of reminded me of the pinky nude shade. I thought about getting it and then I couldn't do it. Ooh. It's kind of pearly. I love this packaging. If this hurricane comes and the power goes out, I'll have plenty of time to give myself a manicure, so I will probably paint my nails this weekend with this Annabelle Rose. And I will link all of the Gucci nail polishes down below as well. There's one that's coming, it's a turquoise shade. It looks really pretty, so as soon as that's available, I'm gonna pick that up. But if you're not really that interested or fussed about the Gucci, there's a pinky nude shade and a red nail polish from Chanel that's part of this collection. That's really pretty. I lowered the light so I could scoot in closer, and I know it's probably going to look crazy, but I'm gonna do one palette on one eye, one on the other. I thought about mixing the two together using shades from both, but then that really isn't going to help you decide which one to get. So on my right eye, I'm going in with 362. This is Candor A Provocation. And that way I can also try each eyeliner, one on each eye. So with the fluffy brush, I'm going into the brown shade. And this is going in the crease. I'm just building that up a little bit. It blends really nicely. And you can just tell, these shadows feel so buttery smooth. No fallout. Now with a flat shader brush, I'm picking up this shade right here. And this is going on the inner lid. I was just thinking about comparisons. I think this palette, the 364, is closer to the original Candor A Experience palette with the red. Even though there isn't a solid red, this is more of a berry red. The colors, the richness of the palette is closer. I almost thought this might be similar to Warm Memories, so if you were having that same thought, this is what they look like side by side. That one mauve shade is sort of similar, but other than that, the palettes are very different. Just thought I would let you know. This color is very pretty. It's a bit soft. I just picked up a Rephr 13 brush. I'm going into this deep purple shade right here in the corner, and this is going in the outer V for dimension. It's pretty. That shadow is also a lot softer on the eye than I expected. I thought it was going to be pretty dark since it's the darkest shade in the palette, but it's really not that deep. I think that's as dark as I can get it. I'm going to try to build it up just so you can see the full intensity of the shadow. That's basically it. We're there. We've arrived. With a pencil brush, I'm picking up this shade right here. It's kind of a light strawberry pink. It's so pretty. And I'm going to run that beneath the lower lash line. Oh wow, it's a brighter pink than I expected. It looks really pretty though. Overall, really nice. I think the colors are a bit softer than I expected on the eye, just because they swatched so buttery, so intense. But it's not really that dark. Since 362 is the softer of the two palettes, I'm gonna go in with the softer eyeliner. This is Romance 955. I'm so excited. I love this eyeliner. This might be my favorite piece in the collection just because it's so different. And I hadn't seen photos and I wasn't expecting it. It wasn't hyped up at all. This should have been hyped up. It's very pretty. Before I do my liquid liner and mascara, I'm going to apply eyeshadow on the other eye. So I picked up 364 and I'm not really sure where to begin. I think this palette is a little bit more complicated because you have three very deep, rich colors. On the back of the palette, it says medium, medium, light, intense. But when you flip it around, these don't look medium to me. They look intense. They look just as intense as this. I am excited to try this sparkly shadow. So I'm gonna go, you're probably not supposed to start with the intense shade, but I'm going to go here first. Tapping very lightly. This is going to go in the crease. So that is far more intense. With my flat brush, I'm going into this shade, this sparkly shadow, and this is going on the inner lid. I'm sort of mimicking what I did on this side, just with different colors. You can tell the light shade in this palette is far more sparkly. With a crease brush, I'm going right up here to this purple. And this is going in the outer V. And now with the pencil brush, I'm picking up this shade right here, and this is going beneath the lower lash line. Very pretty. That color is bold. I almost forgot we have another eyeliner to try. This is 959 Psyche. Psyche. But it has the little accent, so. And this is going in the waterline. Just like the palette, it's far more intense. It looks like a reddish brown. This pulls very red. I did not expect that. 364 palette. 362. And of course, this is just my first time playing around with them. There are so many other looks you can do besides this, but just so you have an idea of the intensity even, because this came out a bit softer. I did it. I used all 8 eyeshadows. I'm going to finish up with my top liquid eyeliner and mascara, and then I'll come back and we will try on those lipsticks. Eyes are now done, so last up is lips. First, I'm going to try the lighter shade. I think that's the best way to go. This is 132 Flushed, the Rouge Coco Flash. I'm so excited for you to see this color. It's so pretty. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. It's so beautiful. It's kind of peachy, but it's not peach and it's not pink. It almost looks like a natural lip color, but enhanced with a teeny tiny sheen to it. So beautiful. My lips are so dry right now, so it looks a little bit funny, but it feels great. This is a lipstick that you can wear every single day. I'm obsessed with this color. I hope it's not limited edition. I need them to go ahead and post all of the information on the website. That way I can tell you guys. I have no clue what's limited, what's not. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna text my friends over at the boutique and see if they can give me some insight. And if I find out, I will link all of that information down in the description box. And of course, as soon as the collection is online, I will also link everything. Lighter eyeshadow, the lighter lip. That looks pretty. Or even with a darker eye, you can do a lighter lip. I like it with both. That's the great thing about lipsticks like this, they go with everything. I'm sure you've seen me wear Adrian a lot, but this is 402 Adrian. Not a new color, but still gorgeous nonetheless, and that way you can see for comparison's sake. It's just a very pretty light peachy nude. I think this is almost a true nude. When I think of nude, I think of this color. And it's pretty. Goes with any eye look. One of those lipsticks you can wear every day. It's the same benefits as Flushed, right? This is oh, I can't read. This is 836 Idyllic, the Rouge Allure Ink Fusion. These are very thin, so you want to be careful when you open them. Don't accidentally tilt the tube because they can spill. The great thing about the applicator is that it's curved and tapered, so you can really define your lips. Oh my god, I can't use that mirror. That mirror is filthy. I can't see anything. Here we go. All Drama, softer eye. I actually think it looks pretty with the soft eye. Well, I know which palette I'm leaning towards. I think it's just because it's a very wearable palette, 362. Both palettes are gorgeous. I just wanted to highlight the brow bone, inner corner of the eye, to make the eyes pop. This is the red lipstick. I think it's one of my favorite reds. It's really pretty. My makeup is now done and I'm incredibly happy with both sides. Overall, this collection is incredible. It's everything I hoped it would be and more. Not boring whatsoever. It's not just a carbon copy or a tweaked version of that original red collection from Lucia Pica. I know she loves red. I know she's constantly giving us different interpretations of the shade, but she did an incredible job. Now that I've played around with them, I think you almost could get both because they are very different. You look at them, they seem similar, but this 362 is far lighter. Even this really deep shade right here, it looks deep in the pan, but on the eye, it's not that deep. It's a very pretty color. Everything goes on really nice. Everything blends. It's very smooth. but much softer. You have a softer result overall, but just the colors in general, they're softer shades. This is more of a daytime palette, the safe palette, because it does have that medium intensity matte brown shadow that you almost cling to in every eyeshadow palette. I certainly do. That's kind of the one color that I always look for, I always use every day. If you didn't want to play around with these berries, you could just go in with these two shades and have a very quick, easy, get out the door type of makeup look. It's a versatile palette. It can be very soft, or you can play with a little color. 364 is far more bold and intense. Very beautiful eyeshadows. These shades are so pretty. And this is kind of a brown. Depending on your skin tone, it might pull brown. But to me, it looks a little bit more purpley. Purpley? I don't know. The light shimmery eyeshadow in the palette is stunning. It's very intense, sparkles. It really brightens up your eye. Leans a bit more evening, you can just tell. You have smoldering shades in this palette. Easy to blend, easy to work with. I don't think you would want to pull this out every single day unless you are just used to wearing a lot of bold color every single day. Now the eyeliners, both of these are incredible. I will probably pick up a second Romance. Fingers crossed it's not limited edition. Of course the best pieces always are. Who am I kidding? Hopefully it's not. I'll just go ahead and put that out in the universe, see what happens. I love it. 955. This is the eyeliner on this side. Went on like a dream. Beautiful. I love this color, the 959. And then we have these lipsticks. The red I'm wearing right now, again, is 836 Idyllique. One of the most beautiful red lipsticks. I have so many reds. I'm never tempted to buy red lipstick. As soon as I saw this swatched, I said, yep, I'm going to take that home with me. It's too beautiful to pass up. I love this Rouge Coco Flash. I never get excited about these, but I'm excited about this color. It's the shade Flushed 132. It's going to be my go-to shade. When I was looking at all of the lipsticks, because I saw them all swatched, I was trying to think to myself, what don't I already own, but also what am I going to wear? Those chocolatey browns are going to be perfect for some people. They're gorgeous shades. I'm still kind of thinking about them. I'm toying with the idea of going back to pick up more. So there you have it, the fall makeup collection from Chanel. I am so happy I was able to get my hands on these pieces. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I want to hear from you guys. Now that you've seen some of these pieces swatched, has it changed your mind? Are you still interested in the same items as you were before? As soon as everything is available online, I will link it because I know most people don't live close to a beauty boutique. And it always takes forever to get out to the counter. So it will probably be in department stores in the next couple of months. It'll be on Chanel.com within the next few days. So I will be sure to update you guys. I'll update you guys on Instagram as well as my community page as soon as I spot it. Now that I know what the names are, I will be like eagle eye searching every single day. So everything will be linked, everything on my face will be down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.